Good morning, students. How are you all? Hope you all are good. Okay. Today we are going to learn accountancy. So you better keep your accountancy textbook and your notebook with you. Okay. And take the fourth chapter, that is Goodwill in Partnership Accounts. It is in page number 119. 120 is the starting. Okay, we have completed 3 chapters in accountancy. Then the fourth one is a very small chapter, and it is the very easiest chapter also. Only 9 or 10 problems available, but having different calculation. But it is very easy if we do one by one. Okay, students. So easiest chapter. So listen carefully, because they ask often many questions will be coming from this 9 questions. Yeah, one may be for 3 mark, then 5 mark, because each chapter they will consider for 3 mark, 2 mark and 5 mark. So easily we can score more marks from this chapter. Okay. So we know about this chapter now. That's an introduction. I have to ask you about the goodwill. Here everyone knows about the goodwill, isn't it? What we know about the goodwill? It is an asset, isn't it? And which type of asset it is? Intangible. That means we cannot see with our own eyes. So intangible asset cannot be seen or touched. Then what is the name of this? What is the meaning of this goodwill? So it is, we can say goodwill means it is a good name, isn't it? Good name. Another name for good name, another word for good name is reputation. Reputation that is earned by the business during the course of the business. Before starting a business, no business can earn goodwill. So once it has started its business, during the course of that business only they can earn. If the number of years are getting more, then they can earn more good name. That is called the goodwill. That brings some benefits. What the good name brings some benefits. The main benefit is what? They can earn more profit. How? If it has earned some name now, because many reasons are there that we will learn in the next heading. So if they have earned the good name, that means they have got a lot of customers. If they have got many customers, then they can sell more products to many customers. So once that selling quantity increases, that means they can earn more profit, isn't it? That sale profits will be more. If they increase the sales, that means they increase the profit. Okay, now we will study the nature of goodwill. That means the features. The first feature is what? It is an intangible asset, isn't it? We cannot see it. So it is an intangible asset. Intangible fixed asset, we can say. It is not, it will come under fixed assets. Even if we close the business also, the name will exist, isn't it? So it is more than the fixed asset, like land. Then land, we cannot say land remains forever. But furniture, above furniture, then buildings also may be demolished, isn't it? But this good name can exist even after the existence of the business. Then it has one value. This goodwill has a value also. It has a value, but this value may depend upon the profitability of the business. If the profitability of the business is more, then it has more value. Okay, but if the profitability is less, it has less value. So that is the nature of goodwill. Value, that goodwill has some value. And whether we can separate this goodwill from the business? No. Okay, cannot be separated from the business. And this goodwill helps to earn more profit. It helps to earn more profit in future also. Okay, in future, and it attracts many customers also. Because of the customers, many customers, if we have only, we can earn more profit. And when it can be sold or purchased, this goodwill can be sold only when we sell the unit or sell the business. At the time of selling the business, either fully or partly, only we can sell the goodwill also. Okay, because goodwill we cannot separate from the business we learn. That is why if we sell the business only, we can sell the goodwill also. We can value the goodwill and we can sell the goodwill. Okay, so the nature of goodwill you have understood. Now, the factors determining the value of goodwill. What are the factors that determine the valuation of goodwill? Factors determining the value of goodwill. Whether it increases the goodwill. What increases the value of goodwill? What are the factors? First one, the profitability of the business. If the profit of the business is more, then only the value also increases. Okay. Goodwill, we know the good name that the business has got in the midst of the people, isn't it? So, when we value the goodwill, if that particular business has more profit, only then we can value the goodwill also more. Because in future also we can sell the products of that particular company to many customers. That is, if the profitability of the business is more, the value of goodwill is also more. Then the next factor is favorite location. Favorite location of the business. Which business can shine very well? Whether a business concern is situated in a city or a business which is situated in the hilly area. That where the one which is situated in the city only, isn't it? Because many people can access to that business. Okay, many people can see that one, and it will, because that business will be attracted by many people. Where many people are located, if we many people are there in that particular areas, if a business is located, only then that business concern can earn more customers. So if the customers are more, what they will get, they can sell the products more and they can earn more profit. So that business concern will have more goodwill value. Okay. Then the quality of the goods and services. Quality of goods and services. That is very important, isn't it? If a business concern situated in a very city and it is providing a very low quality of goods, will anyone purchase that goods and service? No. So unless their quality is good, they cannot gain many people's mind. Okay, so good quality is very important to earn reputation among the customers. So only then the value of goodwill will be high. If the quality is high, the goodwill also will be high. Then tenure of the business enterprise. Tenure means time. Tenure of business. One business has been started newly, and whether within 1 month, 2 months, can it gain the reputation from the people? No. But if it is running for a long period, people will come to know their quality, then how they provide some services, their quality of goods that they are supplying, then their location. All these can be understood by the people during the course of time only. That's what I told in the beginning itself. So the tenure of business is one of the main factor to earn high reputation among the people. Okay. But the new firms, when compared with the old firm, new firms cannot earn reputation among the people within a short period of time. But if it is running for long period, then that will be that name of the concern will be in the mind of the people for a long time. The next factor is efficiency of the management. It is also one of the factor, because if the management if the management is very efficient to run the business, then they may frame the better methods or policies to run the institution efficiently, isn't it? So then they can gain the reputation within a short period of time. So this is also one of the main factor, efficiency of the management. So because of the efficient management, they can earn more profit, or they can supply quality products to the customers, or they can contact many customers. Okay, so they can, their value of goodwill may be high. Okay, then degree of competition. The last point, degree of competition. This is also one factor, because if the competition is less, only then, or very little competition, they can gain the good name. Otherwise, the competition is very stiff, then other organization also they supply the same kind of product that we supply, we cannot earn the good name very easily, isn't it? But if the competition is very less, the goodwill will be very high. Understand? So there are 6 factors that determine the value of goodwill. Here, all these 6 factors you have to learn very thoroughly. Understand? It is one of the 3-mark question. 3-mark question, and 2 of them they have asked for the 2 mark, and even for the 5 mark also they ask sometimes. Understand? All the 6 points you have to answer. So it is one of the very important questions. Okay, so you have to learn this one very well. Then the next heading we will learn. Next heading is need for valuation of goodwill in partnership firms. Why we are learning this one? Okay, need. What is the importance? Why we need to value the goodwill in partnership firms? What is the heading? Need for valuation of goodwill of partnership firms. We have studied the meaning and we have studied the nature, its features. Then, what are the factors that determine the value of goodwill? Now, why we need to value the goodwill in partnership firms? Here, Here we know the partnership firms are run by partners, isn't it? Not one person, two, three persons are joining together. They are running a partnership firm. So here, all the partners, they work together, isn't it? But some people, uh, to gain goodwill, all the partners have to work together, isn't it? So here there is a need arises for around 4 or 5 circumstances. In that places we need to value the goodwill, because here partners are the maybe the managers or the workers, so they are all in all in partnership firm. So when there is a change in the profit sharing ratio, they may change the profit sharing ratio. That time they have to value the goodwill. Or sometimes a new partner will be admitted. When a new partner is admitted, they have to value the goodwill. Or when an existing partner retires, okay, or when a partner dies, they have to value. Or at the last time when a partnership firm is dissolved. Dissolved means they wind up the business, they close the business, they stop their agreement, they close the business, okay, the firm is dissolved. So under these 4 circumstances, the need arises to value the goodwill. Understood? This is also one of the 2-mark question. Okay, 5th question. What is the need for valuation of goodwill of partnership firms? So when there is a change in the profit sharing ratio, when a new partner is admitted in the firm, when an existing partner retires, or when a partner dies, or when the firm is dissolved. Okay. Now we will learn the classification of goodwill. Classification of goodwill. Here the goodwills are divided into 2. One is acquired goodwill or purchased goodwill. Okay, acquired goodwill or purchased goodwill. The other one, self-generated goodwill. First, the acquired or purchased goodwill. So what is this acquired or purchased goodwill? When this goodwill is acquired by making a payment in cash or kind, they will make the payment either in cash or in kind. Maybe in kind means either in goods or anything they pay. Okay, that is called the acquired goodwill. So when at the time of purchasing the business, they may pay the price of goodwill or value of goodwill as cash or kind. That is called acquired goodwill or purchased goodwill. So how can we value this goodwill? So here the goodwill is entered in the balance sheet. The balance sheet, they will enter the value of goodwill under the heading fixed assets. So the value of goodwill is calculated as the excess of purchase consideration. That means the purchase consideration means what the total amount they have paid. Okay, the purchase consideration, excess of purchase consideration over the net assets, that is called goodwill. Okay, they have paid 1 lakh for us the purchase consideration. The net asset is only 90,000. So how much is the goodwill? 10,000. Okay, that is the that acquired or purchased goodwill. Okay, this will be entered in the balance sheet as one item under fixed assets. Okay, here we have learned in 11th accounting standards. Accounting standards in India. Accounting standards, section 10. In section 10, accounting standards, they have in accounting they have mentioned that fixed asset must be recorded in the, this goodwill must be recorded along with the fixed asset. Okay, that's all. Goodwill must be recorded along with the fixed assets. Okay, so from the books of accounts we can calculate the goodwill, how much he has paid. Okay, student, so that is called acquired goodwill or purchased goodwill. But what is the next one? Self-generated goodwill. Self-generated goodwill. Here, this self-generated goodwill will not be entered anywhere. Okay, not entered in the balance sheet, but they will calculate one amount due to the various factors that we have learned. Maybe the profitability or its favorite location, or maybe the efficient management. Okay, due to these factors they may calculate one amount, and that may not be entered in the balance sheet as the goodwill. That goodwill is called self-generated goodwill. Okay, it cannot be entered in the books of accounts or in the balance sheet. It is not entered, but they may calculate this goodwill due to some reasons. Okay, maybe many customers or a long time duration of the business, or their efficient management, they can value the goodwill. Okay. Now we have to learn the methods of valuation of goodwill. Methods of valuation of goodwill. Here, methods of valuation of goodwill, I think main 2 methods are there. Then we will start this problem tomorrow. Okay. So before going to this problem, just 2 methods, one super profit and average profit. It is very easy to find out the average profit. Number of years of profit divided by the number of years, we will get the average profit. Then the how many years of purchase of profit must be multiplied will be given. So we should multiply by the number of years. If it is 2 into average, we will get the value of goodwill. That is very easy only. There some adjustments will be there. So today I think we can complete with this one, but I will mark and give you the question answers that you have to study today. Since we have some question answers, I am not giving you to do the problems today. Okay, what is goodwill? Goodwill in page number 120. Page number 120. Here it is. Goodwill, good name or reputation. Then it is the present value of a firm's future excess earnings. This full paragraph. Okay, 2-3 points available. You mark it. Then what is acquired goodwill in 122? Here acquired or purchased goodwill. Here 1, 2, 3, 3 points. Okay, up to this acquired goodwill you mark. Then super profit we have not learnt. Okay, then any two circumstances under which goodwill of a partnership firm is valued. 122. This I marked and given already in the notebook. This one. Okay, this one. Any 6 factors determining goodwill that I have told you under the factors full heading. Okay, 121. Then this one, okay, it's not taught. Only this many question answers you have to study and write and see all the question answers. Okay, students, very little only I have taught you because you have to learn these question answers. Only then we will start the doing problems tomorrow. Okay, students. Thank you very much.